Awesome. My next question, which I know Rachel has a lot to say about, so we should just get to it, is what can you expect from graphic design? Like, we've been talking a lot about specifics and a lot about maybe what a class or the cohorts, like the systems of it. But, as a designer, like, what does that really mean for graphic design? What could I be doing? And there's a lot of answers. Rachel has some of them.
Yeah, so that's a good point. I guess I think a lot about how I still have a hard time explaining what graphic design is to people. And I would call myself a graphic designer. But like, I guess something that I was really excited about when I like got into the program, and even just into VCUarts, but like specifically graphic design, was just like, you're able to do like a lot of different things. Like my medium, like for most of my life, was like drawing and illustration, and I was like, oh, if I get into graphic design, can I like never do that again, or like is that just not gonna happen? And that's like absolutely not true. Like a lot of cases in a lot of our projects that we've had throughout our time in the department, you will like get like the project or the assignment, which is like there to like, teach you one thing or another, but you most of the time get to like choose your concept and like choose a lot of different aspects to it, and like even the medium in a lot of cases. So like if you want to like, illustrate or like paint with watercolor, like Colleen has done a lot of projects with watercolor painting, or like do letterpress or like any kind of like analog media, like you can do it. And like if you are gonna print multiples, like if it's a publication, like it might eventually end up in a digital space, but like you can just scan in your original stuff, and like add language on top of it, and like InDesign and like all of these different resources. But like I think that's something that really I didn't know about, and I'm really glad that like it is like that, because I feel like graphic design is a lot more open than a lot of people think it is. And like, it's such a like ubiquitous thing where like graphic design is like almost everywhere. But like, when you think about that, you're like, okay, well, if there's so much graphic design out there, like it takes so many different forms, so many different spaces. Like a poster, an analog printed poster is like as much graphic design as like a website layout kind of thing, or like a water bottle label, or like something like that, or like logo design even. Like I think that's something that I really like appreciated about my time at VCU in graphic design, was just like, and not only like me being like, oh, like, can I do this? And they're like, yeah, you can do that. Like, do you want to do it? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like,
I can
okay,
hear
like,
Lap's voice and when you said that.
it's like, why are you asking me?
Why are you asking me? Just do it.
Yeah, exactly. And like that's something that I think is really like invaluable about graphic design and the department itself.
Yeah, I can't say it better than that.
Nope. Yep. 300%.
Awesome.
Yeah, heck yeah, that's nice. So yeah, literally the smallest thing that I would add is that I came into AFO and I came into graphic design never having touched Photoshop. As embarrassing. I just like never had it in high school. It was, cost money.
No, same. I was a band kid in high school, and like I knew I was gonna like do art, but like I never had like access to that software. Like you figure it out as you go, for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's not a barrier to entry if you like don't have it. It's like cool. We also have at VC, we have access to Lynda, which is like a tutorial website database thing, and like you can look up, I'm sure you have access to it before you even like get to VCU, and you can like look up like Photoshop tutorials and like blah blah blah. And Adobe Creative Cloud is, I believe, required for graphic design, and like most of your projects will like be utilizing that in some capacity, but like I said, like it's not a barrier to entry. Like you will figure it out. Like it's, I don't know. Yeah,
you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. It's all fine.